All right, this is the Wednesday, September 13th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. A little bit of a quieter weather setup now across the region today. We'll take a look at a couple of our cameras. First of all, the Greensboro Tower camera this morning. No fog evident on that camera. There are some patchy areas of fog, though, across the region. There's the Dowd YMCA camera. Charlotte also looking pretty good, but especially in parts of the foothills, upstate, and a few spots in the Piedmont of North Carolina, some patchy fog as we start the day. Charlotte sitting at 58, Dew Point also at 58, so there's your humidity at 100%. When you have that saturated ground and saturated low-level air mass, you have some patchy fog forming. As the clouds eroded last night, that has allowed some fog to form in some spots. A big spread in temperatures from the mountains to the coast yesterday, 60 in Boone, but 83 in Wilmington and 84 in Cape Hatteras, 68 in Mount Airy, but 77 for the high in Burlington, 80 in Chapel Hill. 77 in Charlotte yesterday, 83 in Wadesboro, 62 up in the high country there in Jefferson. All right, so here's the radar this morning. The clouds and the rain from yesterday largely gone. Still some showers that have been working through the Outer Banks early this morning, but those are leaving. And here's the remnant circulation of Irma, still pinwheeling here and pivoting over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. And there are a couple of little disturbances rotating around Irma. One of those in the northeastern Gulf spreading up into Florida and Georgia. And that is moving up into the Carolinas today. And this is what you see here in terms of the reflection on the surface. The result of that is some showers developing in Georgia, South Carolina, spreading up into parts of North Carolina this afternoon and into this evening. This will not be a big deal, but I do think a few isolated showers, especially as far as North Carolina is concerned, from late this afternoon into this evening. So there's that disturbance working in. That'll bring us those isolated showers in the Carolinas this afternoon and this evening. Otherwise, not a bad day. Warmer, some intervals of sunshine, and there's our highs. And again, pretty much warmer than where we have been the past couple of days in many spots. Now, finally, one last day of any impact from what's left of Irma. One little piece of energy pivots through again late Thursday. So again, Thursday afternoon, a few isolated showers a possibility. There's our highs on Thursday. And then we're in good shape. I think a dry forecast for us Friday right on through the weekend. There's our Friday highs, and it gets even a touch warmer than that over the upcoming weekend. And let's talk about the tropics. Of course, we're done with Irma. But watching Jose now making that loop that we've been discussing with you, northeast of the Turks and Caicos Islands. The early morning advisory on Jose has this as a Category 1 hurricane, about 500 miles east-northeast of the southern and southeastern Bahamas, and about 430 miles or so south of Bermuda. So it's making that loop, and then it will continue generally to the northwest from there. And so there's the hurricane center position, putting this kind of splitting the uprights here between the Outer Banks and Bermuda. From there, the computer modeling, most models take this off to the northeast, but there are several models that bend this back to the coast and kind of meander this around the coast. Notably among those is the GFS. In fact, the GFS over the weekend tucks us pretty closely there just offshore from the Outer Banks, and then it meanders back to the southwest from there. In fact, let's see if I can show you here what we're looking at here on the GFS. All kinds of resizing issues here, but here we go. There's the GFS position on the 0Z run Monday evening. We go out a little bit later in time. Good gracious. All right, bear with me. All right, so there we are on Wednesday evening, still meandering. Wednesday evening of next week, by the way. And then finally it bends back toward the coast Thursday evening of next week. The European model keeps this generally offshore, well offshore through the weekend and into early next week, and then right at the tail end of the run of the European, it bends back off to the southwest. That's all the way out next Friday. So we may be talking about Jose maybe in some extratropical form, at least well down the road, for quite a while. But at least in the short term, I don't think any huge problems for the Carolina coast, but we'll definitely watch it over the next 5 to 7 days. All right, that's it for the latest edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.